Let's continue. So we are move on to question 4 and 5. So for question 4 and 5, they show us some compounds and elements that are made up of. So I have this compound called carbon dioxide that got carbon and oxygen inside. Carbon monoxide, I got carbon and oxygen also. Carbon oxide, I got carbon and oxygen. Sulfur dioxide, I got sulfur and oxygen. Okay, how many different elements are listed in a table? Okay, state the metals in the elements that the compounds are made up of. So in total, right, looking at the elements here, I got carbon, which is one element. Oxygen is the second element. I got copper is a third element. I got sulfur, which is a fourth element. So in total, right, I got four elements from here, from this table. Then they say state the metals. Okay, out of these elements are carbon, oxygen, copper, and sulfur, right? Which one are metals? So if you look at the periodic table, right, it's actually copper. Copper is the metal. The rest are non-metals. Part B. What can we say about the chemical composition of these compounds? Okay, they all contain oxygen. Do you realize? You see, all of them got oxygen, no? So you can see they all contain oxygen. Okay, and you can also talk about they are made up of two elements. That means each of these compound got two elements, copper, oxygen, two elements combined together. Okay, part C. Both carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide contain the same elements. Based on what we have learned about properties of compounds, suggest how these two compounds may be different. So you realize, teacher, very funny. Carbon dioxide contain carbon oxygen. Carbon monoxide also contain carbon oxygen. But how come give me two different compound? It's because for carbon dioxide, right, you will be CO2. The formula is you must have one carbon and two oxygen. So it's actually CO2. Okay, let me type it out here. So carbon dioxide is actually CO2. Can you see a 2 here? So it contains carbon and oxygen, but the 2, right, I need to have 2 oxygen. Whereas for carbon monoxide, okay, carbon monoxide also contain carbon and oxygen, but in this case, I only got one oxygen. So you can see that's the thing about compound, right? Being combined in a fixed ratio is very important. The formula must be right. So that's why although they contain the same carbon oxygen, the compounds are, but they are combined in different fixed ratio. Can you see the formula different? Okay, that's just for question 4. Okay, question 5 is something that we do it in the lab previously. So remember, I mix iron, I mix with the sulfur, right? This is iron, this is sulfur, and I have a chemical reaction. Give me a black solid, which is iron sulfide. So do you think this black solid Z is a new substance? Yes. The product does not have the physical properties or components made up of. For example, Z cannot be attracted by the magnet anymore. Okay, Z cannot be attracted anymore. It doesn't being attracted, so it has a new property by its own. So Z, right, is actually a compound. Okay, it's a compound, something very new from the iron. It doesn't follow the iron, right?